2020 is where it all began, which still feels weird to say out loud. Back then, the cooking club wasn't really the game you know today. It was something a lot smaller and a lot quieter. More like a drop in, have a meal and chat with some characters and, leave feeling fuzzy inside kind of experience. It was pretty cozy and it was simple. And I knew it wasn't gonna stay that way. Fast forward to July 2022, and somewhere in a Steam sale rabbit hole, I picked up Lou Game Lunchtime Games Club. What started as a bit of a joke, yeah, I'd totally be the kind of nerd to start a club like that, quickly spiraled into something much bigger. Suddenly, I wasn't just playing visual novels, I was studying them, obsessing over them, and realizing just how much you could do with that format. Around the same time, I found myself diving back into Doki Doki, and yeah, that didn't exactly help calm things down. If anything, it made the ideas more louder and bigger and a little more chaotic like Team Savado did. Somewhere in all of that, the cooking club started changing. October 2024, the day after my son was born, is the day I started a game studio, and that would be Studio Z. We was officially founded on the 24th of October 2024, and not long after, alongside my co-creative director at the time, Asako, we made the call to reshape the cooking club into something new, something more character-driven, something expressive. A dating sim, a visual novel, a story about people, connection, and all that messy, funny, heartfelt moments in between whilst at high school. And from there, things started to click into place. 6 years later, and Chapter 2 is just a day away. I'd like to welcome you to the Cooking Club Chapter 2, The Boiling Points, devlog. Before we get into everything, thank you. Development hasn't exactly been a straight line here at Studio Z, or should I say Team Tiny Bill. There's been delays, rewrites, late nights, and more okay, this is the final version moments than I would like to admit, but through all of that, you stuck with us. You waited, you supported, you believed in this weird little cooking game, and that means more than I can properly put into words. Over time, things started to grow. What was once just a small project slowly turned into something bigger. The team expanded, new talent joined in, and somehow, somewhere along the way, we even found someone who believes in what we're building enough to invest in it and stand by our side. Thank you, Turtle. And trust me when I say we do have a lot to share, so I'm going to stop yapping and we're just going to get straight into it. There are so many cool things I just want to talk about in this video. So how about we open this with not the cooking club, but with Static Hearts. We've been quietly working on this project since July 2025. That's nearly a full year of development. That's writing, planning, designing, and somehow keeping most of it under wraps, which, trust me, has not been easy. Aurora and Witchy has seen way too much of this game for my personal liking, but I cannot keep a secret. But now, we can finally start lifting the curtain a little to you guys. This is easily one of the biggest projects we've ever taken on. So, what is Static Hearts? Well, in the quiet coastal town of Ashridge Bay, Emi Hayashi lives a simple, structured life. Reserved and thoughtful, she spends her days drifting through school, writing lyrics she never shares and dreaming of something more. Then, Kira Thompson shows up. Loud, messy, and unpredictable, a South London guitarist with a past she doesn't talk about and walls built very high. She's not here to make friends until Emi catches her off guard. What starts as a school project turns into something neither of them expected, a connection. A complicated one, but a real one. As their worlds begin to collide, players will guide Emi and Kira through a story about self-expression, vulnerability, and identity, set between quiet rooftops, late-night thoughts, and the raw energy of underground gigs. Static Hearts is what we've been calling a rocktastic Yuri visual novel, a coming-of-age love story about two people finding harmony in their differences. We can also confirm Static Hearts is an indirect sequel, but What does that mean? So this isn't the Cooking Club 2. You won't need to play the Cooking Club to understand what's happening here, and we're not continuing that story directly in this game. But they exist in the same world, and that means, yeah, you might see some familiar faces. We're not going to give you spoilers yet, but fans of the Cooking Club should definitely keep their eyes open when we reveal more about Static Hearts. At the moment, what you're seeing on screen is early concept art and approved designs. We're getting closer to a stage where we'll be looking at funding and taking the next big step of this project, but this part is sort of important. We're not rushing it. Our focus right now and has always been the Cooking Club. That promise hasn't changed. Static Hearts is the future of Studio Z and Team Tinybill, but the Cooking Club is our present, and we're not leaving the kitchen until it's done. Alright, let's talk the Cooking Club 2.0. I mean, I guess it's more Chapter 2, but I call it 2.0. Specifically the huge glow-up that we've sort of teased to all of you. Because this update is less of a patch and new story content, but more of a full-on makeover for Cooking Club. One of the biggest changes we've made is a complete overhaul of the game's UI and GUI. Menus, dialogue boxes, navigation, pretty much everything you interact with has been redesigned from the ground up. We wanted the Cooking Club to feel more alive, more polished, and way more in line with the cozy character-driven vibe we've always been aiming for. And honestly, it finally feels like us. Beforehand, it looked sort of basic with just a simple animated background that broke a lot of the time, but now there's so much more personality given to the game that it is so awesome to finally see. We've also reworked the main menus to be cleaner and easier to navigate while also giving them a bit more personality. It is a small thing, but it makes a big difference when you're spending hours in a visual novel. We've also officially added a DLC tab directly into the game. This is where things get really exciting. Not only does this let you view unlocked content such as the gallery system, but it also gives a sneak peek at what's coming next, showing just how many planned DLCs we have lined up for you all. We're talking seasonal content, the epilogue stories we promised at the end of the Cooking Club, and even potential crossover events. Overall, this update was about one thing. We wanted to take the Cooking Club and make it feel like a more complete, polished experience. Not just in the story we gave you guys, but in how you interact with it every second you're playing. There's more interaction doing Mr. K's quiz, with seeing what your own character is saying in the answers instead of just picking it and moving on. This is just the start of what we're hoping to continue building upon. Alright, super quick patch notes speedrun. I don't know how quickly I'm going to do this. I'm going to try and speed through it as much as I can. This is a very shortened down version. Do not put a timer on screen. Actually, knowing myself, there will probably be a timer on screen. Fuck it, let's go. Johan Easter egg, gone. Voice acting's been fixed and you can now toggle it in settings. Yippee! Full UI and GUI overhaul. Menus, dialogue, everything's had a glow up. Yes! Daisy has got her bow back. Very important. Credits have been updated with new backers and team members. Also hashtag fuck cancer, that's for you, Witchy. We've also added a DLC tab and gallery showing our future content plans. New fonts for better readability. 21 new achievements plus 4 secret ones, including a bad ending. Ooh la la. New Easter egg achievement added for a new content creator. Soundtrack is now on Spotify. Please give it a listen. And yes, Bully 1 and Bully 2 finally have voice actors. Meanwhile, Mr. K is still waiting on me to do his voice. We'll get there. I promise. We're gonna get there one day. How quick was I? Did you time me? Did I time myself? I don't know. I'm not editing this right now. I'm doing the voiceover, man. Give me a break. And I think we're gonna wrap it up here after that, after my emotional breakdown. Mainly because I'm fairly certain if I say anything else about Chapter 2, I might get a strongly worded email, lawsuit, from Aurora. No spoilers though, I value my life, although Doki Doki's pretty cool, right Aurora? But seriously, thank you. Genuinely. We're beyond grateful for all of the interest, patience, and support you've shown the Cooking Club. It's been a long journey getting here, and seeing people still excited about the game means everything to us. We can't wait for you all to finally play Chapter 2 tomorrow, and we don't want to spoil anything else right now, so I'm going to leave it there.